Hey, what's going on, guys? G1X here, and today we're taking a look at Mattel's DC Comics Multiverse, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman from Batman Returns. Now, whenever I heard they were coming out with this figure, I was really excited. Just like I was excited for this guy and, the Penguin and the rest of the ones coming out. Unfortunately, these guys are really small. They're like 3.75 inch, so they're about the size of G.I. Joes. I wish they were that 6-inch scale, but, this is what we got. So, as far as the figure itself, it's got quite a few problems. One, it is really hard to find, or at least it was for me. I've been looking for this for probably about 2 months, and I go toy shopping probably about 4 or 5 days out of the week to different places just whenever they get their trucks in, and that way I can make sure that if it came in on the truck, then I'm getting it. I have never seen this figure in stores. I actually went on eBay and purchased it. I think after shipping I paid about $15, so a little more than I would pay at regular retail, but I didn't want to wait anymore. I was ready to get this figure just because it's from the Tim Burton Batman series. Now, if you want to get an idea of what the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman is supposed to resemble, it's this lovely lady right here. So I remember, and you can see her on the packaging art, and I remember seeing her as a kid in this movie, and just, wow, I fell in love with Michelle Pfeiffer. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, even, at her age now, I still think she looks good. So this is what we got, and to use the nicest words possible, it doesn't look anything like we just saw on the packaging. Try to zoom in on that face, if that'll focus. Yeah, so it's not horrible, or at least on mine. I know some people have got ones that look a lot worse, but yeah, it's not too bad. You can see some of the details. Let's go ahead and keep this focused here, to where you can see some skin showing up. It's supposed to be the stitching from whenever she sewed her suit together. Oh, yeah, and obviously this is not a Cobra Techno Viper, so in case anyone... she has a really big problem trying to stand, but we'll get into that here in a second. But you can see, it's just mainly black here, and I would have kind of preferred if there was more of this stitching or claw marks from being in battle and stuff like that. I think it would have looked a little bit better. But that's not her biggest issue. The biggest issue is her problem to stand, and I also kind of think that her thighs are misassembled, or they're supposed to go on the opposite, thighs, like the right on the left and left on right, and that's why she has, her problem. The reason and the reasoning behind me using this stand here, if you want to grab a G.I. Joe stand, if you want to stand her, now it's not going to fit on there because the hole in her foot is actually a little bit smaller than the peg here on these G.I. Joe stands, or whatever their basic G.I. Joe stands. But I just got to have it on there with friction, and it seems to be holding fine, as you can see. And that's the only way you're going to get her to stand, because it seems that mine are kind of, like I said, the thighs are misassembled. Maybe they're the way they're supposed to be. It's just she has a huge problem, standing on her own. As far as comparisons, you can see her with, the Batman. Now, they look like they're about the same height, but then again, she's on this, so if you wanted to elevate him to the right size, then you can see that they kind of scale up really nice together. The scales are the size I wish that they made these in, the 6-inch line, and that would have been so much better. It would have been better for, detail. They could have done a better job on that. I wouldn't mind paying, more money. I am going to get the animated series stuff, and that's going to be in the 6-inch line, but, I wish this was. Hopefully they eventually give that to us. You can see here with a vintage Leonardo TMNT figure. And we'll go ahead and take her off the stand so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Now, she does come with one accessory, this whip. So it's just a soft, little rubbery piece of plastic. Would have been nice if she came with, like, what's it? Isis? That's her cat's name, I believe, or at least in the cartoon. But you see, as far as articulation, can rotate the head here. These arms, they go up and down quite a bit. They rotate here. You can also bend here in the elbow, and then these wrists also rotate, even though, or no, that one, yeah, it rotates here at the top of her glove. So not here at the wrist, but here at the glove. Okay, it's a little bit different than Batman's. Oh, and it also has a bicep cut, so. As far as the waist, you can see that rotates. These legs, they go in and out just like so. They also have a thigh cut, bends at the knee 90 degrees, doesn't have anything here, but you can see that it's very small for her feet. See those little peg holes, and has the really high heels here, but look at the way that the feet are. They are completely flat together if her feet are together like this, and you're not going to be able to pose her like that just because of balancing. So if you wanted to bring them out to the side, and you kind of see that the thighs look like they're bigger on the inside than the out, so that's why I kind of think that they're misassembled. But if you wanted to kind of bring them out to where you could pose her on her own, I just have a lot. There you go. Have a lot of trouble, but whenever you put that whip in her hand, then she's gonna have, be heavy here. So you're gonna have to mess with her a lot. So that's why I suggest just grabbing a little G.I. Joe stand, making that a little bit tight, and there you go. There's your Catwoman if you want to display her that way, or you can put her on the card if you'd like. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.